In this video, we'll show you incredible moments where animals were reunited with their owners after being lost for days, months, or even years. These heartwarming reunions will remind you of the deep bond between humans and their pets. It was the early 1970s when John Rendell and Anthony Ace Bork bought a lion cub from a department store in London. They named him Christian and raised him in the city. But as Christian grew, they realized he needed to live in the wild. After releasing him into a Kenyan sanctuary, they didn't expect to see him again. A year later, John and Ace traveled to Kenya to find Christian. When they arrived, their hearts were racing with uncertainty. As they called out to Christian, something amazing happened. The lion, now full grown, came bounding toward them, his powerful body charging forward. He didn't slow down until he leapt into their arms, hugging them as though no time had passed. Christian purred and nuzzled them, showing pure joy. It was a moment of love and trust, as though the bond between them had never broken, even after a year apart. Damien Aspinall had raised a gorilla named Quibi at his wildlife sanctuary in the UK. When Quibi was old enough, he was released into the forests of Gabon to live as a wild gorilla. 5 years later, Damien returned to Gabon to see if Quibi would remember him. As Damien approached, his heart pounded in his chest. Quibi appeared out of the trees, now much bigger and stronger. At first, Quibi hesitated, looking curiously at Damien. Then something clicked. Quibi ran towards him, arms wide open. When they hugged, Quibi held on tightly, not letting go. Damien could feel the warmth of his embrace and the deep, familiar bond they shared. Quibi made soft, contented sounds, as though telling Damien he remembered him. It was a reunion filled with love and trust, proving that time and distance couldn't erase their connection. After years apart, this man finally reunited with his beloved elephant friends. He stood patiently, heart racing, as the elephants slowly made their way toward him. When they finally reached him, the moment was filled with emotion for both the man and the elephants. Their bond, unbroken by time, was rekindled in a heartwarming embrace. Sela, a military dog, had served alongside Sergeant Jason Boss in Iraq and Afghanistan. They worked as a team, sniffing out bombs and keeping their fellow soldiers safe. After several years, Jason had to retire due to an injury, but Sela continued serving. They were separated for 2 long years, and Jason often thought about his loyal dog. Finally, Jason got the news that Sela was retiring too, and he had the chance to adopt her. The day they reunited was emotional. When Sela saw Jason, she ran to him, tail wagging, her whole body shaking with excitement. Jason knelt down, hugging her tightly, tears streaming down his face. Sela licked his face, whimpering with joy. For Jason, it felt like a missing piece of his life had been restored. Their bond, built in the harshest conditions, was as strong as ever. After several years of being apart, this man finally reunited with the lion he had adopted and raised. Despite the time that had passed, their bond remained strong, and the emotional reunion showcased the deep connection between them, proving that love and loyalty transcend time, even in the animal kingdom. After being separated from his owner for 20 long days, the monkey finally reunites with them in a heartwarming moment. Despite the time apart, the bond between the two remains unbreakable as the monkey joyfully leaps into his owner's arms, showing just how strong their connection truly is. After nearly a week apart, Theo's joy was overwhelming when he finally reunited with his mom. The moment he saw her, his face lit up with pure excitement, and he couldn't contain his happiness. It was clear how much he had missed her. This dog's reaction to seeing his owner after being apart for 3 years is heartwarming and unforgettable. His excitement and joy are beyond words when he realizes who was in the car. After being separated for many years, the lion finally reunites with its former owner. After serving in the army for 2 long years, she finally had the heartwarming moment of reuniting with her beloved dog. After several years apart, this dog was tested to see if he could still recognize his beloved owner. Watch and see what happened.
Wait a sec. Grandma.
After 4 months apart, she worried her horse might not recognize her, but the moment he saw her, his eyes lit up and she knew he had missed her too. After a year apart, the chimpanzee joyfully reunites with its owner, showing the deep bond and affection they share. He saved the hippo when he was 2 years old, and for the last 3 years, they haven't seen each other until now. This chicken still remembers him after some time away. After 2 years serving in the Navy, she finally reunites with her beloved dog, and the moment is filled with overwhelming emotion as they joyfully embrace after so much time apart. She wanted a new pet, but instead found a dog she lost 3 years ago. She raised these chimpanzees. They finally reunited after years. Heartwarming reunion between Mama Dog and her baby girl. After years apart, these two dogs instantly recognized each other, showing that their bond is as strong as ever. The judge was determined to figure out who the rightful owner of the dog was. Just when things seemed unclear, the dog made a surprising move that revealed the truth in an unexpected way.
That's baby boy. Hey, boy. Hey, baby boy.
Madam.
Hey, man.
Madam, listen to me carefully. Put the dog down. Put the dog down.
That's baby boy.
Does that to everybody.
No. Hey, boy. Hey, dear. That's baby boy.
Pick him up.
Baby boy. Come up, man. Come here. That's baby boy. Oh.
That's all. Take the dog home.
A young woman from Germany who raised this donkey from birth finally reunites with him after years apart. Their heartwarming bond is a testament to the lasting connection between them. 7 years after being separated, this woman visited the zoo to reunite with the lions she had raised since they were cubs. Their bond, despite the years apart, was as strong as ever. After being separated for 18 months, this dog finally reunites with his owner and bolts toward her with pure joy. Dean Schneider, the founder of the Hakuna Matata Oasis, has always shared a special bond with the animals in his sanctuary, particularly with a lion named Dexter. After months of being away due to his travels, Dean returned to the sanctuary. As soon as Dexter saw Dean approaching, the massive lion bounded over to him, purring like a house cat. Dean dropped to the ground as Dexter jumped on him, licking his face in excitement. This heartwarming reunion, which Dean shared on social media, touched the hearts of millions, showing the deep friendship between man and lion. These incredible reunions remind us of the unbreakable bond between animals and their owners. Whether separated by time or distance, their loyalty never fades. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more heartwarming stories like these.